All right, new this morning, Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a crash involving one of their own. Take a look at that banged up car. Happened about 1:30 this morning off Alameda and Bosque Circle near Coors. We were told the deputy was trying to catch up to a car or a truck when he lost control and crashed. No other cars were involved there. The deputy may have been hurt, but we do not know how badly. Investigators did have to close down Alameda for a little bit for cleanup, but it should be back open now. On 501, his beaten body was found in an abandoned building 3.5 years ago.
Now police are accused of doing little to solve his death. David Campbell was 27 years old when his body was found at the abandoned jailhouse in Grants the night after Christmas in 2010. A police report noted fresh tire tracks next to David's body. An autopsy report detailed scrapes, bruises, and cuts all over his body, but with no explanation for the injuries. OMI ended up ruling the death an accident, saying Campbell died of alcoholism. His brother is upset about how police have handled the case.
I'm very frustrated. I taken a major loss with my family, and I want justice and accountability.
Police say they haven't had manpower or enough manpower. They've had issues regarding that, but would not say exactly what they have done to solve Campbell's case. The district attorney's office gave police a list of things it needs from the department if it's ever going to charge someone for his death, including evidence that still needs to be sent to a crime lab. The investigation of 3 Santa Fe County Sheriff deputies should be done sometime this week.
Yeah, the deputies are accused of giving special treatment to the sister of another deputy and allowing her to possibly get out of a DWI.
Oh my God, get in the car now.
Well, we got this cell phone video. It's from last month, and it shows the Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputy hop into a woman's truck in the driver's seat right there and drive it away for her after she may have been driving drunk. The man taking the video had called deputies after he says the woman had driven to his house drunk and harassed him.
But what I saw on the video, again, and I'll straightforward, very concerning to me. If she had been drinking, as alleged, it should have been looked at like any other case.
2 other deputies were also at the scene here. You can kind of see them on the video. All 3 are now under investigation. Sheriff Garcia there wouldn't say what kind of punishment they face if they did, in fact, let a deputy's sister out of a suspected DWI. Well, the Lovington police chief is out for now. City leaders tell us he's been placed on leave, but aren't saying exactly why. City manager says Chief Danny Bryant here was placed on paid leave after a personnel matter. For now, Lieutenant David Rodriguez is the acting chief. Bryant replaced the former chief, Chan Kim, back in 2012 after Kim was fired over a personnel issue. Albuquerque's police department is releasing the names of the 2 officers involved in the latest deadly police shooting. Officers Ryan Graves and Brian Fuchs shot and killed a man investigators say would not put down a knife last Thursday. We told you about this as breaking news on Friday. Now listen to this audio from police where officers are yelling at that man, begging him to put the knife down. The officers fired 6 shots. You heard them at Ralph Chavez here, who's known on the streets, they say, as Antonio. Police say Chavez attacked and possibly raped his own girlfriend at 2nd Street near I-40 just before the shooting last Thursday night. Investigators say when a man passing by tried to intervene and help that woman out, Chavez cut his throat, and officers Graves and Fuchs are now on administrative leave. They have not been involved in any previous police shootings. They have both been with Albuquerque's police department since 2009. On 505, the city of Albuquerque is creating a new position to help police avoid these confrontations, particularly like the one that ended the life of a homeless camper earlier this year.
Mayor Berry announced funding for an outreach coordinator for the mentally ill and homeless yesterday. The coordinator will be based at St. Martin's Hospitality Center, which works with the homeless. That person will be responsible for collecting homeless people and the mentally ill with treatment and housing and provide those services to them within 72 hours.
If we can help individuals stay out of crisis and avoid situations where individuals in crisis are coming in contact with public safety providers, this is going to be, while they're in crisis, this is going to be a meaningful change.
The coordinator will be part of a team of 3 master-level mental health professionals. Well, here is something scary that Kim Holland dug up on special assignment. It is taking nearly an hour for emergency crews to respond when someone calls 911. 2 different people called 911 on 2 different days earlier this year. One call was on the Albuquerque city line with Bernalillo County. The other started in Albuquerque and ended in the county. Both times, dispatchers transferred the calls back and forth from the city and county. And both times, it took emergency crews nearly an hour to respond. The Albuquerque Fire Union says that until the 2 agencies are on one 911 software, problems and delays will continue to happen.
It's a perfect example showing you that there might be a chance that no one will respond, and it could be a matter of life or death.
To hear how the county fire chief and the dispatch manager explain what happened, watch Tu Casa Fox at 9 tonight or go to KRQE.com. Some New Mexicans will be the first in the state to be able to text for help in case of an emergency. The Las Cruces Sun News reports Doña Ana County expects to have equipment online in the fall for 2015 to receive 911 text calls. The FCC requires all wireless providers to offer it by the end of the year. But so far, only a handful of states and local governments have the equipment to receive text messages.
There's a little bit of good news this morning. All recreation areas in the Gila National Forest are back open after the signal fire had them closed for weeks. The wildfire burned about 8.5 square miles north of Silver City. Look at those smoke plumes from it. It's now completely contained. The reopened sites include the McMillan and Cherry Creek campgrounds, the Ben Lilly Memorial Observation Site, and the Signal Peak and Woodhall Wagon Road trailheads. The service roads and the trails, we are told, are still closed. And 3 men are still missing after a massive mudslide in Mesa County, Colorado. It's near Grand Junction, and the search for them is being called off this morning. Investigators say the mudslide is about 4 miles long and 2 miles wide. It is very dangerous and unstable. Plus, there could be another one headed that way. The first 2 mudslides in this area left debris that is about 30 feet deep. According to the Mesa County Sheriff, the men were likely checking damage in the remote area after that first landslide when they got slammed by the second one. Certainly hope there's a miracle in store for them.